Hey, Hugh Halter, Taylor McCall. One of the nuances that we talked about already was anonymity, how we don't like to, or we actually would say Jesus doesn't expect us or want us to ever kind of toot our own horn, so to speak.
So to speak.
That we don't let our right hand or left hand know what our right hand's doing. But I do remember hearing what the mayor of Birmingham said to you when you actually told him that your family was going to move out of Birmingham to come up to hang out with us for a while. And I remember he asked you if your whole movement was leaving, and you said, no, just my family, but the basic network that you guys had started was still going to be fully intact. And he made the comment something like, well, good, because if your whole movement were to leave, we'd actually have to raise taxes to cover all that you guys have been doing in our city. I just remember being like blown away, because it wasn't thousands of people in your network. It was, you said about 100 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like to tell these stories because hopefully it inspires others. I guess it's funny, we talk about anonymity and then we tell the stories. So,
but I'm telling your story.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell yours. I thought of this as we were talking about that story. But I remember when I was helping you paint a house on, I want to say it was Prospect Street in Alton, Illinois, and one of your neighbors was walking by, and your oldest son, Ryan, had just passed away. And as she passed, she turned around, and her eyes were kind of teared up, and she said she was sorry. Mm-hmm. And then she said, and I don't even think you knew this neighbor super well.
Oh, hardly at all. Remember, it was the old woman down the end of the street, yeah.
But I remember how she said it. It was so sincere and so unwarranted. Like it was unnecessary. She could have just said, I'm so sorry about Ryan. Yeah. If you need anything, let me know. But then she said, I want you to know we're all so glad that your family came to this town. And both of those stories are important to us because the scripture says where the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. And we do feel like there has to be some element of celebration of the presence of God that we carry with us, the Shekinah glory that we carry with us. People, they feel it, or the street seems brighter, or the environment seems more welcoming. And we want to hear more and more and more stories like this.
I wonder if the real story was, like in Jesus' mind, that wherever I put my people, the town will be glad that they came. I wonder if that would change all of this negative street cred that our movement has right now. And we think it would, and we think that's what Jesus wants to have happen. Like, even sometimes when I talk about evangelism or good newsing the world, it's not always telling somebody something they've never heard. Most of evangelism is trying to change their assumptions about what they think it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Jesus sends us in. Yeah, what is good news? So they're great stories.